And welcome everyone. Gabe the Izzard right here. I am taking a walk, starting here at the Audubon Society. I'm gonna go on a little nature trail. I've never been on this trail. I have no idea what's in store. I brought some water in a backpack and some snacks, and we're just gonna see where this takes us. This is a basketball court. I'm walking through this bird art display, walking on to this paved trail, and this is the paved trail, but I am going to go off trail just a bit on a path, so we'll see where this leads me. Here's a solar panel display set up. I am going to bear to the left. This also will intersect, I don't know, I might intercept something, but it will go through Gillam Park as well. So while I'm out here at the Audubon Society, maybe I should take a moment to keep my eye out for birds. You can see the downtown area right over here. Maybe I'll open up, give a good reveal. There it is. There's the downtown area. The Simmons Building, Regions, Bank of America, and Stevens. Take it on up. I read that the path or the trail actually is overgrown and very hard to navigate. That I have no idea because I've never been. I don't know what type of wild animal has this scat, but it has huge seeds in it. This says the Spur Trail. I believe it's this way. This was the site of Booker Homes. Used to be some houses up here, and they were tore down in 2001. You can see where part of the roads were. I guess that's where a lot of this infrastructure came from. I'm wondering if that was bear scat. Could be one large raccoon. Maybe a dog, I do know. I don't know. I don't know where I got that. I don't know. It's off a movie, but I don't remember. I don't know which one. Shows the migration of birds. I'm going to check my map real quick, see if I'm heading the right way. Well, it seems that I am going the right direction. I'll continue on. Supposed to be bearing left. Just goes to show it's been 20 years since these houses were torn down, and nature just reclaims the land. It's like forget you. Another good shot of downtown. This would have been a really nice spot to bear left. Go a little bit further. It was a very maintained road. Okay, this is bearing to the right, so I'm going to assume I don't know where I'm going. All right, I'm going to backtrack just a little bit and go on that better maintained trail. I believe this is it. Thought about putting pants on, but I didn't. So this is a road, probably that led into the neighborhood. Okay, coming into a cul-de-sac, so I would assume there is a trail or a path. Okay, so there's that, and then I guess this is just a rest area. bird watching area. All right. Gonna go this way. Where's the trail? I'm assuming this is the trail. I'm just gonna start walking. Here it is. All right. Yeah. Guess I'm in business. Should have went with my gut instinct. Yep. Look at there. There's the trail marker. Another. And this trail is just off of Springer Boulevard, which used to be Confederate Boulevard in the Granite Mountain community. Glad I know I'm going the right way. Excuse me. It is a very narrow and rocky path. Luckily, I have on my orange walking shoes. Orange always helps with terrain. If you didn't know that, try wearing red shoes and walking on rough terrain. All right. Ooh. All right. So there's an arrow there, and then this arrow is telling me to go down into the dirt. So I'm assuming that it's this. Yes. There's another arrow. Right. All right. So now that I know I'm on the right path, going in the correct direction, I would say this is a path less traveled. And you do want to keep your eyes ahead and also down at the same time, because you want to watch your footing, but then you also want to keep an eye out for the arrows. And if you look ahead about every, 20 yards, there'll be another arrow. Like that one right there. Gosh, a ton of spider webs. There's the arrows. And go this way. All right. Walk up and over. Still following the arrows. I do have to say it's marked. The trail itself is not much of a trail. Okay. Lord of mercy. Definitely gonna have to check myself for ticks later, as I am walking in some high grass. Okay. This one is showing me the way back, so that's good to know. So that means I'm keep on heading this way. Yeah, here we go. There it is. Boy, oh boy. Arrow. Alright, this arrow told me to go left. See if I can find the I don't see the path. This seems like it's the path. Here. Where's that arrow? I'm just gonna go this way. Pretty cool clearing right there. You guys are tagging along, all right. Oh yeah, go ahead, tag along. Oh my God. Oh, there it is. Man. It's very hard to spot these arrows. Keeping my eyes out for poison ivy. Blue mark there, that's good. I just gotta say, whoever put these tabs out here with the arrows, they're either a godsend or they're leading me to my doom. And I'm using the camera and the gimbal to fend off these spider webs because there are tons of spider webs hitting me in my face. Oh, what's this? Pavement. Okay. Pavement. All right. Getting out of the bush. All right, I think that this is Gillam Park Road, which is it is a closed road, so I won't have any traffic on it. But I'm supposed to go this way. And it showed on the trail that I'm supposed to go back through the woods on the way back. But I'll have to kind of see. I believe this is going to take me down to Thrush Creek. The good thing is, I don't want to walk through the scrub. I can just walk on the road. I gotta say, now that I've went through that thicket, I would be a little more confident in going a second time. But man, oh man, it's basically just arrows through the woods. There's a slight path, but not much. I do feel like I'm in the middle of nature. I mean, I am. It's just on the outskirts of town. Can hear the roar of the interstate. It is beautiful down here. There's an access road. I can actually see this. That's extremely strange and creepy. I have no idea why this is out here. Look at this bottle. Look at this. There's a game camp. I guess they feed birds out here too. There's a game cam. Weird. Thought that they were crosses at first. That'd be ultra creepy. Your airplane approaching, but the tree canopy is so thick there's no way of seeing it. Whoa, look at this guy. I don't want to disturb him. I had to go around that spider. Crazy that this was a road, and what did it go to? No idea. All right, turning into a gravel road. Rocks. Wouldn't surprise me if there weren't some type of Indian artifacts, maybe even mounds out here. Being right here next to a tributary to the Arkansas River. There's another spider. Go this way. Oh, they're everywhere. This way. I like that you can really kind of see out into the woods. Things are hopping around on the ground. City park, no hunting, firearms, motorized vehicles. Well, I can say I'll abide by a few of those rules. The rounded that corner and the interstate just got extremely loud. I am still on this gravel. Keeping my eye on the ground. Multiple little cut throughs. I don't really want to walk through there. Just wondering what, if any, is there going to be a grand reveal? Yeah, there's a cut through right there. Man, I believe I'm getting ever closer to Fush Creek. Oh, hey. Look at this. All right, Fush Creek in Gillam Park. Ooh. All right, I'll make my way down here, keeping my eyes on the ground. Whew. This is pretty neat. Although it's a little sketch. Ugh. Look at this. Very solid. Walking pier. I just had to hop onto it. I'm out here with some cypress. You can see the knees. And this, I am in like a swamp. A swamp, bossy. See some movement in that water. I ain't gonna lie, I would not want to fall into that water. Alright. No gators. So we'll see. This is it. This is the picture. Cheese. Well, one last look before I head back, and I noticed this boat sunk here, covered in dirt. There's all kinds of debris. Reminds me of the movie Papillon, whenever they sold him freedom and then the boats were just junk. All right, I'm gonna head back to this path, and I'm gonna backtrack a little, so no need. Actually, you know, I'm not gonna go any further. You can go this way and it ends up at 530, the interstate. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna turn around and head back from which I came. So catch up a little bit further on down the road. Found one of these. There's a little burn on the bottom. You know what that means. All right, so that's the city park entrance. This is the way that I came in, and this is the way that I'm going. This looks to be like it's a little better of a blazed trail. I say that, keeping my eyes on the ground. Looks like this area is underwater some. Everything's kind of smushed flat and it's a little soft. There's a crossing, but then there's this red arrow. It says for me to go this way, so I'm just doing what the arrow says. There's some cypress knees popping up out of the ground, so this goes to show that it probably does have, well, that's a big spider web. Probably is underwater a good bit. And there's tire tracks down here, so I don't know if the city comes down and maintains this what. Still lots of spider webs. Oh my gosh, that was a thick one. Oh my gosh, they're so thick. Haven't really seen any type of wildlife other than a couple of little birds, some bumblebees. There's a bench, which there's like a pond or something right there. A few benches. More of a swampy area than it is a okay. All right. There's the arrow. Around the swamp I go. It seems to be pointing me back in the direction from which I came. I have to say, this is a pretty neat little area. So you can actually gain access by Gillam Park and not have to go through the first leg that I did. And it's basically a road that leads to this better maintained trail. Just have a feeling this is gonna dump me out over there to the place from which I came, which that'll be fine. And I'll just walk up that road, go by Gillam Park, and walk up to my car. I do have a pretty good sense of direction. So even if I lost these little arrows, these are red, I would still know where to go. Basically, if I shot through that way, I'd be good. Yeah, this is just wrapping me back. Look at this. Ugh. Return for refund. That's the old school right there, buddy. There's another old bottle. Just gonna toss it right there next to each other. So if a collector comes through here, they can do that. That's weird. Oh my gosh, the amount of spider webs. Holy mackerel. I'm gonna check myself for spiders. Yeah, this is just bringing me back. Looks like a little crossing down there. Get a little closer to the water. I'm assuming there's fish in here. The water's a little stagnant. Oh gosh. Oh. Ooh. snake right there. That's as far as I'm going. Looks just like a water snake. I'm not gonna get any closer. And that's my cue to leave. AMF. Looked like a water snake. It didn't have the diamond head like a water moccasin would have, but me and Indiana Jones, man, we have the same kind of outlook on snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Oh my gosh, and spider webs. Why do they have to be spider webs? Alright. So now I'm like ultra, oh my gosh, the amount of spider webs. I'm ultra observant now. Even though that was there by the water and it's to be expected. That was gosh, that's a thick spider web. Holy mackerel. This is ridiculous. What would possess me to even do this? I hope that somebody has watched this far. Please comment if you've made it this far to see the snake. And I just walked through 78 spider webs at once. Good Lord. A lot of bricks. Guess there were some houses or somebody just came and dumped back here. Oh my gosh. This is this is gonna bring me right back over to the path that I was on. Where the pier was. Actually, it's probably going to bring me to the end of that road that I was on. Of course, it did have the arrow. That arrow. Oh yeah, so close to 5:30. Gosh, spider web. Oh my gosh. I leaned right into that one. Oh. The amount of spider webs is insane. My shoe is untied. All right. Good Lord. So this is where the end of that road was. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. See, these are the things I've been walking through. See that? Huge spiders. All right. So yeah, that's the end of the road that I would have went on. All right. Back this way. Well, one good thing about me backtracking a little bit, I'm going to walk through the spot that I've already cleared the spider webs out with my head. That is a deep rut right there. I'll make it just a little bit further, then I'll be in the clear of the spider webs. Oh my gosh. Why do they have to make the web so thick? What are they trying to catch? Birds? And I don't know, when I saw that snake, if I said a swearing word. If I did, my apologies. There is that little dock that I walked out on. All right, so let me get out here to the road. All right, so that's the trail I just came off of. That spot right there. I am gonna take the road back. Got me a snack. I ain't gonna lie, these big rocks are kind of tough to walk in. They move around a lot. I don't know what birds those are, but they're big. Me stumbling over that tree probably didn't help. All right, back on this paved road. Brick wall, man-made. Guess this used to be a pretty thriving park area back in the day. Been hearing some weird rustling in the woods. So there's an airplane on approach. Can hear it. God, the amount of spider webs that are hanging off of my camera. There it is. There's lots of push down, game trail type action going on. Just wondering, like, I never really see deer in the city. They could be, God, like, man, I don't know what it could be. Something to do with that scat I saw up there earlier. What's bear scat look like? The game area. There's just so much of it. Push down. There's some animal dens right there. Could be raccoon or a freaking badger. Who knows? Wolverine. All right, so this right here is where I came out of. Right there. Blue marker on that tree. I'm sticking to the road. Oh, okay. So, here's another loop that's orange. I'm not doing it. Maybe another day. In all actuality, that red and the orange trails didn't look too bad. But that blue one, holy mackerel. All right, so there's a big, I guess, parking lot for where things flying around my head. Where Gillam Park parking lot might have once stood. I guess it's closed down because it's so far back here, and you know, being able to patrol this area and keep the bad people out would really be difficult. Look at this big rock. It's pretty neat. The entrance. There's another one. It is beautiful back here, if I haven't said that already. Another place inside the city, maybe actually on the outskirts. This is the outskirts of the city. Like this guy. What is this? Structure right there. I'm gonna have to backtrack because there's no way out unless I blaze through there, and I'm not going to. I should have turned on Map My Walk. At least show where I'd been. Huh. First public pool for African American citizens. Opened in 1950. And there is the pillar. So right where I was standing, right there was the swimming pool, and that pillar right there is the pillar that I walked up on right there. there you go. A little bit of Little Rock history that you didn't know about. Or that I didn't know about. So right there, kids laughing and playing and swimming. Yeah, both of the pillars right there. With these great big balls. Lots of big balls around here. It's kind of sad that there's not a pool over here for people to go swimming. Of course, this side of town is kind of dried up. More elderly people, and there's a few like halfway houses and whatnot over here. Another big boulder. All these little offshoots. Whoa, that's a big hill. That's a big hill. All right. Whew. Towards the end of this road, they don't really have a good parking area for Gillam Park. Look, this is the, there's a walking path right there. But I'm gonna stick to the road until I get up there. This is gonna be an hour plus video. I might edit it down, take out a little bit of the mundane walking, but I'm not gonna cut out any of the spider web. Yep, large boulders there, all scattered about. Large quarry, Granite Mountain Quarry. Not too far from here. I wasn't gonna do any walking today because yesterday kind of tweaked my knee. I was gonna put on a knee brace today when I decided to go, and then I left without it. Moron. All right, so this is where they have the road closed to Gillam Park. You can park on the street, but there's barely really even a spot to turn around. Oh, look, there's a, it's like a path. Should I take the path? Should I do this? Should I take the path? Where will this path take me? Probably just to some boulders. That's all it did, was take me to some boulders. Large, huge boulders. Oh, I see. People were using this as a bypass. Oh, look what happened to the poor little fella. A dead dinosaur. All right, so yeah, that is just people are using this to bypass. And you drive on down there. All right, so these are some subsidized living homes there. And this is a walk path that is severely overgrown. A lot of litter and garbage down here. Somebody should probably adopt this street, pick up garbage. Some really nice houses back here. I thought they were more of older, like retirement type facility. Whew. Here's some jams. Somebody's playing some music. Probably get a copyright infringement on, like I have a couple videos. But then again, I'm not monetized because I don't have enough subscribers. So if I had a few more subscribers, maybe like I don't know, 9,875 more. That'd be nice. I got up to 10K. But then again, you know, I just enjoy walking around and showing people the town from which I live. I grew up and love dearly. So there, we're on Granite Mountain Park, or Granite Mountain Circle in Gillam Park. Some really cool modern style houses over there. Some of them have solar panels on them. Man, the amount of spider webs that I walk through is incredible. Whew. They're literally all over the camera. It might actually been seeing spider webs the whole entire time. Oh my gosh. They're so sticky. Golly, that's in the words of Roscoe P. Coltrane, it's horrendous. So this is Gillam Park, heading up to Springer, formerly known as Confederate. For all you old schoolers, we did not pass that penny tax that the mayor was wanting. Thank God. Right. I am back at the Audubon Society. So, thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, thanks for being a block to some spider webs that I walked through. And subscribe if you haven't. If you're watching, you probably already did, but thank you. I really appreciate you watching and taking the time, especially if you lasted this long. So, If you did last this long, just comment I did, and I'll know what you're talking about. I'll see you on the next one. Later.